What's poppin' is your boy Mike Powers. My next guest is a multi-talented MC, producer, and I think even part-time comedian. He mixes essential East Coast Tim Boot MCing with a savvy wordplay that has him placed firmly in the 99th percentile of those who might regard him as a peer or colleague. His humorous antics are merely a guise to lure you into the perfect position to absorb the entire gravity of the anvil that are his lyrics. The lungs is bad, but the bars beat the block up. With poetry so felonious, his pen should be in lockup. You ain't gotta like Mike Powers, but just tell me specifically how I'm wrong about this particular MC. And if you happen to be one of the aforementioned pretending you doing anything other than looking up at dude, say it to his face, bar for bar. Show us all why I'm wasting my time bestowing these accolades, or better yet, sit the fuck back and peep the evidence readily available about a man I am honored to have as a guest. Straight out of the mud of Paterson, New Jersey, one of the most prolific writers in the genre right now, the equal parts brash and joyous linguistic technician with the panoramic arsenal, dumping at will across the tri-state area. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on the Mike Power Show and live as fuck, pimp casting through your favorite device, Bad Lungz is in the building.
That's a motherfucking intro, goddamn. I thought you were about to start rhyming at one point.
Nigga, we outside. I just wanted to give him a little taste. I ain't gonna do too much because I'm on the screen with a real MC. Let's not get out of pocket. You know what I mean? Because I might, you know what I mean? You look trigger happy right now, and I'm not trying to challenge you. The first question is, well, first of all, thank you for being here. It's such an honor to have you. And
thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Why the name Bad Lungz?
Oh man, I answer this all the time. I just to give you the quick rundown. It was just a joke. I was you know, people don't know I lived everywhere in Jersey. So at this time, I was living in Long Branch, back and forth from Long Branch to Red Bank for my people that know about Jersey. And it was just a joke. People was playing the dozens, so to speak. And somebody had called me Baby Bad Lungz because I was smoking them out. And I was little as hell. I was probably like 13, 14.
Yo.
You know, doing shit you ain't supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And older guys was like, "Get out of here, you baby bad lungs looking motherfucker." And then I took the bad lungs. Wasn't nothing really articulate about it.
That works though. It's a very
at first I was Frankie Bad Lungs on some trying to be on some like mafia type shit, like Tony Two Times, Frankie Bad Lungs.
Yeah.
Jimmy the Nose or some shit, you feel what I'm saying? But then I just took the Frankie off and stayed with Bad Lungs, you feel me?
No, it's a dope name though. You don't forget it when you hear it. Right, and you match though that moniker up with the bars. After you hear you rap one time, people gonna remember who the fuck Bad Lungz is. You know what I mean? You stay consistently sick, and I believe you are exceptionally underrated. As an example, let's take Luxurious Thieves.
Spell my motherfucking name right. Lungs with a Z, nigga. My 40 put you to sleep quicker like some cheap liquor. Scratch the cereal off the blicker and toss it like a flea flicker. I'm a beat lyncher. Speak slicker than Simon Sinek with his sleeves lift up. I'm on fire like too much lint clogged vent in the dryer. If I left it up to y'all niggas, I'd be so uninspired. Who you kidding? I mangled any beat I'm on and escaped the blue ribbon. Mix Rossi with Tito's and start talking slur like food stickers. Good riddance to the shape shifting and bootlicking. Or that dick ride you did, you couldn't get a lift to the next picnic.
That's your kids in the video casually playing on their phones in the living room while you trying to film a video?
Yeah. I told them just be free, do you. And then one of my daughters was like, she could care less, and the other one was like, ready for the screen. You can see her in a B-boy stance doing what she do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we was just doing what we do, yeah. Shout out to Slugger. Slugger, fully produced by Slugger, Luxurious Thieves.
Yes. Incredible record. What was your upbringing like?
Dominican household. For those who don't know, I'm Dominican. You know what I'm saying? And Army. We moved around a lot. My dad was in the Army when he had me, so moved around a lot. And I lived in Germany, Arizona, Mississippi, Alabama. Where else?
Was you actually outside of? You was outside of Alabama? Like, what's Alabama like for a Dominican guy?
Well, at that time, they didn't know what Dominican was. So you either was, quote unquote, mixed, black and white, or you was just black.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to explain what Dominican was at that time. Like them talking about like, you know, I'm an 80s baby, so this early 90s.
Mm.
This is candy sweet, go, let me see it roll. That time, you feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So try to explain that to some shorties or, you know, and like, yeah, you black. You look black to me.
Right.
You know,
Dominicano.
yeah.
Is Big
And then
Poppy is
plus
Dominican, right?
you can hear me, like I don't talk like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you hear me and we have a conversation, you know what I'm saying, you probably wouldn't even know what I was unless I told you.
I
You
probably
know what I'm saying?
assumed you was. I probably assumed that you was Puerto Rican. Probably what I
Right.
assumed.
A lot of people say that, yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's more closer to the, you know, to the diaspora of the urban community.
nigga with the SAT words. Calm down.
You know, you think of Dominican, you think of rat tail, you think, ¿Qué lo que, papi?
Que lo que.
Vámonos, vámonos, vámonos.
Yeah.
Ahora.
He hit me with the que lo que. Listen. So you didn't get in trouble then when you was coming up. You was army brat or something like that, military brat, right?
Oh no, he say that. I was wilding, man. My
Word?
father was getting ass whoopings left and right.
Oh, you was catching them, huh? You was catching them
Yeah.
whoopings?
I was getting ass whoopings, getting jumped, you know what I'm saying? Fucking with shorty, getting all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
But yeah, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful experience. I wouldn't change it for nothing, man.
Yeah, and um, what made you think you could do this rap thing and be good at it?
Uh well, I was always a dope writer. I was in hella creative classes, creative writing classes coming up, you know what I'm saying? Poems, all kind of shit, just mad writing and like learning words and learning how to use words. I was always intrigued with just words and shit.
Mm,
And I was on the path to become like a journalist type shit.
mm,
But then once I started getting older and the classes you take to become a journalist, like psychology and all these other shits, and then just trying to learn people and which way to go, conversation, it started becoming more like, damn, I'm almost gonna be police, damn near. I don't
mm.
want to be police because
Right, right.
to be a dope journalist, you have to like investigate, so to speak. You have to really
You-
get, you know what I mean? You have to really go through the whole thing, and that was at the time me being ignorant and on some like, nah, I ain't police. I'm not trying to be police.
Yeah,
So then
and
I stuck with the other thing, which was poetry and just writing rhymes. And then who don't rap at this point? Everybody done bust a 4 bar or something, and then once somebody tell you nice shit, it's off to the races at that point.
right. And we talked about this before the interview started, but too many people rapping right now.
Yeah.
And I
Too
think,
many
and
people rapping, and too many people ain't telling them they ain't nice. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like I done caught like it's not if a nigga would have told me I was trash like 4 or 5 times, I definitely wouldn't have been rapping. But the fact that people said, "Yo, you dope, keep doing it," and I mean, and keep encouraging yourself, boom, bop, bop, like that's what kept me going. And then once I, you know what I'm saying, got engulfed in the culture of hip hop because my uncles taught me. You know what I mean? My uncles is real like one is Rakim, the other one's I got 4 uncles from my mother's side, so one is Rakim. One is KRS One, and one is Kumo D,
mm,
and the other one just like Big Pun. He like Big Pun, Big Pun. That's it. But them 3 niggas will argue all day, and they the ones who showed me like the early beginnings of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because my dad, he was more on the closest thing he got to hip hop was New Jack Swing.
mm,
Like, it was either Spanish music like merengue and shit like that, or New Jack Swing. Yeah, I remember
yeah,
he in the army, so he with the bros too.
yeah.
And he doing what he do, getting his fade, getting his shape up, and Miss Chalet coming outside, motherfucking Beamer. He got his Beamer. He got his Beamer wax. You know what I'm saying? Pause. He got his Beamer wax. He just coming outside looking for the honeys. You know what I'm saying? The army motherfuckers party from Tuesday to Tuesday. You hear me?
Wow.
The motherfuckers party.
Yeah.
And don't be niggas deployed. Your wife is it's over. The niggas that stayed back is over. They packing them up.
That's crazy. But you talk about Kumo D, Rakim, and these is what your uncles is doing. So they really feeding you the real shit. So when you start rapping, your barometer for what you need to do is like It's different than what these kids is on now. They're not waking up thinking I gotta be the most wittiest motherfucker on this mic. But that's what you was doing then, right? And that's what you're doing now. Like the thing about the lyrics is you gotta say something that make me go, oh shit, I didn't know he was gonna say that, right?
I think, yeah, I think, yeah, that's why it's not. It depends. You could tell which era somebody came in. Like the people who's really trying to be super. I call it the comedic raps that be like, yo, it's a like every bar. Like, yo, I smack
Mm,
you like, and yo, when I run up on you like, and this word is born like me, what I gravitate to, I do those too. You know, that's metaphor, similes, all that. You know what I mean? That's part of the game. But pain, my brother, how
mm,
you convey the pain is always what this thing is about. Because that's what this thing started from. It started from pain. It started from struggle. It started from poverty.
mm-hmm,
This thing about started from turning nothing into something.
mm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ain't had no electricity, so we climbed up on the poles and made that happen. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't have no instruments, so we got our fucking turntables and got right. You know what I'm saying? And then that was it. The culture was born. We started dancing on cardboard because we ain't, want to fuck up our motherfucking tracksuits and shit like that.
Mm.
You feel what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So pain, the way people speak that pain, that's what I'm more. You know what I mean, like the double entendre is cool. Like if you going freestyle here and there, but I need that pain, man.
Yeah. Something that hit you in your soul, something that you could relate to.
Yeah, word. Like you heard what he said, man.
Did
Like,
you ever battle like when you was coming up?
yeah.
Like
I mean,
outside?
locally though, I never battled like, you know what I mean, like the way they battle today. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But just
Battling
like
when I was
outside and
growing up.
shit, like on the block, you get up with some niggas and y'all niggas go back and forth. You did that.
Right. Yeah, we did that all the time.
Yeah, that's steel sharpening steel. See, that's a whole nother. That's like fucking. That's like AAU, G League activities. You know what I
Right.
mean? So by the time you get to the NBA, like you ready. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
you went through that, a lot of these niggas. I'm not knocking niggas that haven't been through it, but if you come up at a certain time, you almost had to go through that.
Right.
Maybe you didn't have to, but it was definitely gonna fucking benefit the fuck out of you if you did. You know what I mean? Um, and how many did you win a lot of times?
Majority of them, I ain't gonna say I won all of them. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Because you gotta remember, I'm young. I'm still learning, and this motherfucker's older than me spitting that shit. You know what I'm saying? I come from a lyrical city, first of all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every city from Long Branch to Patterson. I mean, it's so many spitters. It's too many to name, and they all nice, bro. They all nice. It's not like one no. The shit's crazy. Like you could just walk up the street and be like five people spitting over here. Go back over here. Boom, five people spitting. Go to the gas station. Go fucking fill up. 22 niggas spitting right there. Like that's the town. That's the type of city I come from.
And
You know
in
what I'm
New
saying?
Jersey, I don't know that, is I always hear people talk about this and they say that still to this day that they say Jersey don't get the respect that they deserve in this game.
Yeah, I always hear that. You know what it is? We don't have no crew. Like I thought about it because I always hear some people that, and then I try to like dig deep on why is that? Because of course we got Redman, Joe Buttons, Queen Latifah, Lauren Hill, Rod Digger. So I can name niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Naughty.
But huh? He had naughty by name, but we ain't got no crew.
Mm,
Not group, but crew. See, if
yeah.
now if I say that, now you think about all right. You think of Brooklyn, all the crews over there. You think of Harlem, crews over there. You think of LA, it's a crew. I'm talking meaning like if one person's the head of something, then they got 4 or 5 people behind them that's gonna come right after them.
It's a
You know what I'm
tree.
saying?
Like the Dr. Dre, like the NWA tree.
We don't have no tree. We
Mm,
nomads. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah.
nomads. We get in and then that's it. We don't have no tree. The closest one we had to a tree was you could have said Naughty, could have said Queen Latifah with Flavor Unit, but half of these motherfuckers don't even know what Flavor Unit was. And yes, that was the unit before the unit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
The Flavor Unit.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then you got who else? That's it. To be I don't really know too
Because
many
Flavor
after
Unit
that.
was like Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature. I want to say Janae comes out of that tree because of KG on the boards when he made the Janae shit. And I think it might be a male R&B group that KG was fucking with too.
It's a whole lot. There's mad of them.
Yeah.
It's just you wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? Because it never got to where it was supposed to be. But there's no crew. Like I'm saying, like if you had Wu-Tang, you had Killer Army, Sons of Man, 12 O'Clock. You know what I'm saying? You had Jay-Z, you had Rockefeller. You got 50 Cent, you got G-Unit, you got Cam, you got Diplomats, you fucking got Razzcazz and them, you got Alcoholics or whatever that was over there. You got fucking Dr. Dre, you got Aftermath. You know what I'm saying? You go to Bun B, you got UGK. You know what I'm saying? You go to fucking Memphis, you got Juicy J, and you got fucking the whole fucking Hypnotized Minds. You know what I'm saying? We don't have nothing here that precedes the artist that kicks in the door. You feel what I'm saying?
So you post a happy anniversary message
Right.
to your wife. I thought that was dope as fuck. How supportive has she been through all of this?
Oh man, she the one. She bought some of this. Like, if you see me with like machines and mics and shit, she be pitching in, buying shit, cameras, all kind of shit. So, you know what I'm saying? She add on. She just adds on. Watch. I can't even describe how she supports me. I can't say she don't support me. I'll put it
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah. So
She supports.
how long y'all been together?
Now it's going on about 15, 16
Ooh.
years.
See, there you go. That longevity. And y'all got children's together,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
How many seeds you got?
Well, we have 4. We got
Hmm.
2 that's alive. 2 passed away.
Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Sorry to hear that.
it's all
Um,
good. I just gotta say that because she be acting like I be forgetting about it. So I'm like,
right.
not that. I just don't want to keep saying, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Keep bringing that energy into the conversation. I mean, when they only
right,
see 2 kids, I say I have 4. They be like, all right, where the other 2 motherfuckers at? You know
right,
what
right,
I'm
right. So can you talk about what happened there? Was that like when they was little, like something happened?
Nah, it's called a placenta abruption.
Mm.
For those not to get too technical, it's some shit that I never even knew until it happened to me, to us really. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah, the baby was born and everything, but that fucked them up. You know
And
what I'm
how did
saying?
how
Oh,
how did
no.
how'd you get through that?
I mean, you don't. You just, you just keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Of course, obviously, me having my baby girl is an inspiration in itself and a reminder at the same time. So,
Yeah,
you don't never get over it, man. You just keep, you just deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
understood.
It's like if you lose a sibling, or I lost my sibling. I lost 2 siblings. You know what I mean, so far, and it's like, when do you get over that? Like, like they never coming back, bro. All the smiles, the high fives, the conversations, the camaraderie, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's your bloodline, and how do you get over that?
Yeah, and you ask a question that's unanswerable. I'm not good with death. My whole family will tell you that. You have to drag me to a funeral. Um, so
Yeah,
I'm not no way nowhere near being good at coping with that. You know what I mean?
keep
Um,
niggas around, man. Like, look, it's my nigga right here. Passed away, bro. That's my ace boom boom. That's just one. Like, I got, bro, to sit here and talk about how much death I done seen, man, it's crazy. And I'm talking about before I even hit 21.
you and your
Right.
wife, we was talking about, um,
Right.
y'all like opposites attract. Um, you got a beautiful wife, and
Thank
but you really light skinned. So is she compensating for your light skinnedness?
you. I guess, yeah. She dark skin, I'm light skin, I
She
guess.
she bringing the dark skin energy.
You can make that coffee.
Right.
Hello, whatever fuck you niggas is drinking nowadays.
I was gonna say he brings the cream, but then I gotta say pause. Like this is just what it is. You think Bronny James should be in the NBA?
I don't see why not.
Come on, Lungs.
Why not? You think it's players worse than that's not worse than Brownie in the league right now? I
I'm
ain't
not
saying he
sure.
gotta be fucking starting 5 and dropping 40 a night. Like, we know that ain't gonna happen, but he could be a role player and do some things. I
Let me
think
ask
the
you a
name
question.
that name he He just in the. I mean, wait. Watch the other son. Watch what he do.
Now Bryce, that's a whole different story.
Yeah. So why is that a different story?
I think because Bryce can play. Bryce can actually play. I shouldn't be saying this on camera because I'm a Bron fan. Like,
Oh, all right. The Ball family. How many of them made it to the NBA?
I think didn't three of them make it, but like two of them is still in. I think.
And one is like fucking doing what he do, right? But they
Yeah,
all
I just saw a
though,
clip of
right?
him. He don't. He sound like he don't give a fuck. The other one,
Yeah, yeah,
he really sound like he don't give a fuck.
yeah.
Like,
He said you gonna start rapping, to be honest.
I mean, why the fuck? Why the fuck not? Speaking of rappers that ball, like Dame Dollar can fucking actually rap though. Like,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah, for sure.
he actually got bars. But I'm just like, listen, if Bronny ends his G League season and his points is his averages, 3.2 points a game, a board, 5 turnovers a game. Like you can't, I mean, the average motherfucker, you're not about to bring him up from G League to the main squad with them type of numbers.
No, you're not. But fucking the Greek freak,
His
his brother is fucking the. That's the only example I could think of right now. I'm pretty sure his other players worse. But the Greek freak, that nigga ain't Greek freak brother ain't go to no G League. From my understanding, that
right,
nigga.
they got a deal, and I respect that. That you okay nepotism. You brought your brother along. Everybody on the whole planet, including his brother, know that he sucked. You know what I mean? He's like this boy. Listen, if you turn on a Bucks game and you see the I don't even what is his name? Theonis is his name, right?
Yeah,
Theonis. Well, if you see him in the game, you know it's a blowout one way or another. He's not seeing the court if the game is still in question. If it's 55-53, he's not seeing no action whatsoever. Right? Because his plus minus is probably like minus fucking 14.
yes. To me, like I understand what people are saying. Right, he not ready right now.
Yeah.
But when is he gonna be ready? He ain't going. He not gonna get massively better in the G League because he's playing to his competition. So had he would have stayed, I mean, I'm not saying the Lakers because the Lakers is that's the show. You know what I'm saying? That's big time. Maybe if he would have been somewhere else, and then he holding that James on the back of his jersey, that shit don't help him neither. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing I be thinking. Like, if I'm LeBron James, my son ain't playing no basketball. But I'll just buy you a Ferrari dealership because
Yeah,
the
but
pressure was crazy. The pressure crazy.
yeah,
Like your father is arguably the best player to ever played the game. People argue about Jordan, LeBron. You can go back and forth. Jordan's kids, none of them niggas did shit.
nah.
It's
Well,
hard.
it wasn't that good.
It's hard. It's hard to do that. I don't take nothing away from him doing it because he wants to play with his son. And I respect that. And they was the first father son to do that. And so props. But if I'm a fan of that squad, you can't get that dude no minutes because I'm trying to win some games. So that's what you know what I mean? Bro, do you play you PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
You've been PlayStation since day one?
Yeah.
Damn. I switched the Xbox when Halo came out. 04.
Yeah, I used to play Halo heavy, but I never had an Xbox. My man's had that shit. And the Dreamcast too. I used to play some shit on Dreamcast. I forgot some football game. I
Dreamcast was
ain't
dope. They had Crazy Taxi on that bitch.
right, but I was always PS1 until I don't got PS5. I ain't had time to play video game. I'm a Madden head, Madden and NBA Live.
Yeah. I don't have a
I'm a
lot of time
2K.
either. You know what I mean? I play the NCAA, I play the Madden, I play the Call of Duty. When I get time, Call of Duty is fantastic because I get frustrated and upset sometimes when I leave the house. And you come in the house, you blast somebody in the face. You know what I mean? On a video game. You know what I
He
mean?
said fantastic.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
Listen, man.
You
And then
believe
I got a team.
Nigga, I get daily frustrations on fucking player two is hilarious, B.
That's what you got to do. You know what I mean? And then I got a team of people because I play with randoms. I just jump on. I'll be three dudes get added to my. I got to turn on. I got to mute everybody because it's serious things going on the map. And
Right.
when you hear on the microphone that your life is in the hands of a 14-year-old dipshit, it just take all the fun away from the game. I just imagine that all these niggas is grown and that they understand what's fucking going on. Cause I'm like, dude is shooting, right? He engaged with this guy, and I'm back here. I'm like, oh, I'm running up. I run up. I start bucking. Like you now you done ducked. I start bucking. Then his partner come around the corner. They double teaming me. I look around. My nigga gone. Nigga, I came to help you. This is the type of fuck shit. Niggas don't have no integrity. It translates into the video games. How did you just leave me when I came to fucking save your bitch ass? I'm going too deep. I'm too old to be even doing this shit. What's the first video game you remember playing?
First video, I mean, it had to be Mario Brothers.
Oh, on the NES.
Yeah. No, the first Nintendo. I remember when my pops bought that shit home. He didn't bring it home for us. He brought that shit home for himself.
Man, that was just like my father.
Yeah, we played. We played when we could, but then after that, I think it had to be Street Fighter, because then it was
Ooh,
Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and then I got into sports games after that.
you was nice
Yes,
at Street Fighter?
yeah, hell yeah. Not a popular pick to fight with. They calling me Zangief. I used to always pick Zangief and fuck niggas up. Niggas used to be amazed. Like, how you the only nigga I know that picked this, dude?
I hate people like you. They pick motherfuckers that they ain't even supposed to pick, and then they whoop my ass with that shit. You know what I mean? And I think Street Fighter was one of them games where, because I had a Street Fighter on my Xbox before, and it's like you would kick a motherfucker head into it like a steel beam, and you would hear that motherfucker ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like crazy shit. I love that fucking game. And I had to stop playing Mortal Kombat. I wasn't about to learn all the moves, man. I wasn't about to do. Did you play Mortal Kombat?
yeah, for sure. That was
Yeah.
my shit.
I just knew the back forward. So that was like Raiden, right? You do back forward, nigga was flying
Yeah,
at you, or you do back forward with the ice nigga. Whatever the fuck that nigga
yeah.
name
Him
is.
and
Sub-Zero.
I think him and Kung Lao pretty much had
Yeah. Yeah.
similar commands and shit. But yeah, bro, Mortal Kombat was crazy when it first came out. Like
Oh my
that shit was
God.
like,
At the arcade? Oh shit. Like,
yeah. Once you got that shit, like I remember Christmas time that shit hit. Nigga, woo,
yeah.
low.
It might be still like the best fighting game ever. Still might be. You're a very eccentric type of individual. You know, I follow what you do on social media. Um,
Eccentric.
yeah, eccentric. Like, you know what I mean? You're unpredictable in some ways. Like some of the stuff that you post is like it's funny, you know what I mean? But then you get into the bars and you like cracking niggas in the jaw with these bars. So it's like that's where I get the word eccentric from. But where do you get the inspiration to be so unapologetically you? Some people are afraid to loosen up a little bit and show people that like funny side. Where do you get the inspiration to be you,
I mean, I ain't gotta act if I'm being myself, man.
right?
I'm one way on any street, you heard? So that's always just been how I always walk through life, like just being a stand-up dude and being myself. Some people gonna fuck with it, some people ain't. Some people think I'm real, some people think I'm a cornball, some people think I'm a sucker, some people think he's a real like everybody gonna have a different vantage point of you. You know what I'm saying? How I view myself though, I gotta walk with that. So
It's
and
always
humor is part of my life. Like I don't know no nigga don't want to laugh unless they really like just
right,
cold hearted criminals and killers. And
right,
even they have a sense of humor. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I don't think we wake up 24/7 with the mean mug, boots on, standing on the corner, selling drugs, smacking motherfuckers left and right. Like we can't live like that 24/7. We gotta have some kind of comic relief, or else this shit, bro, we'll go crazy.
That's actually my life. Standing on the corner, slinging packs, smacking niggas 24. That's what I do. I'm just playing. I don't do none of that. Uh,
I mean, everybody raps. You hear these raps, boy, you would think
oh man,
there's a million chapos out here.
all these niggas is Kimbo Slice on this mic. Believe me when I tell you. Uh,
Come on,
oh
champ.
shit. Listen, I saw you had a joint with my bro Reno RX.
Money vision like Tiger under the Nike visor. Dope fiend for beats, I go in with a typewriter. When shit go left, don't assume they'll do right by ya. I'm an M-Bison gift wrapped, I'm a prize fighter. You niggas lame, change up with an audience. Leave you numb, hit you with a stinger like a death-stoking scorpion. We just orderlies in your ordinance, serving hope to the misfortunate. So keep recording this. Grammy raps over pianos and accordions. Wind instruments to lift your organs and ligaments. Leave you stuck and stiff like an indigenous petroglyph.
Yeah, for sure. What's up?
It's a couple other people on there, but it's somebody else's. What's the guy's name? Straight Paper? Is that his name?
Yeah, straight. So you talking about Straight Paper, Reno? What a Mess, probably.
Yeah.
That's the ops, opulent ops. That's my bros, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, you probably talking about. We just did recently a joint. I don't know when this is gonna air, but it's out by now. Granite Palms.
That's the one that I saw.
Yeah,
that's the one.
That joint.
That joint is crazy. Listen, have you been in the same space with Reno?
Nah, I got a link with bro, man.
Yeah.
I heard he be like Vermont or some shit.
I think so. He be back and forth now. Yeah. But
Raise the Ratchet. Did I say Raise the Ratchet?
Raise the Ratchet. All these guys on that joint can rap their asses off. That's a fucking crazy lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Raise is like he's like the conduit to all of us. He knows everybody.
So it's usually two kind of funny guys in the hood. The ones that ease the tension and the ones that get shit started. Which one are you?
Man, I'm neither, man. Nah, I probably try to ease the tension, man.
Yeah.
I'll probably say some shit at an awkward time and just fuck the whole shit up. Niggas don't even know why they was mad 2 seconds ago. So that's the type of person I am. I don't like conflict unless it's like by like the last resort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna take it there. We gotta take it there. We ain't slapboxing. I mean. It's either we gonna take it there or we just gonna agree to disagree, move forward, and, you know what I mean, apologize or my bad, I'm not or something. But once it's there, it's there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't ever want to take it there.
I'm glad that you're saying that. I think people need to hear more of that. I'm the same way. Like with two men bump heads, anything can happen, especially nowadays. So you want to be careful about and this nigga that's watching this right now is like, yo, fuck that. Okay, nigga, they got a place for you. They got a couple places for you. They got the grave. They got the joint. You know what I mean? Your toughest ass niggas, that's where they at. So,
these niggas got bazookas. These little niggas, big guns bigger than them, they coming outside with some shit. Stick. These niggas got motherfucking trees.
Yeah.
Coming outside with some shit like. So if it's not something that you just can't come back from, it's no need for us to even take it to the next level because when you're dealing with adolescent, especially if you got people that's young and their regard for life is a little different. Once you get older, your regard for life changes. You know what I'm saying? So you got a whole bunch of niggas in their teens, early 20s. Their regard for life is a little different than somebody in their 40s, 30s. So if you say it's up, nigga, up, it's fuck up. It's on the roof. If it's up for you, then it's on the roof for me.
And I had to adjust because we used to check these niggas. We used to if these little niggas, you was 17, you 20, you know what I mean? Nigga, shut the fuck up. I smack the shit out of you. You know what I mean?
Imagine if let's say me and you beefing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we can't come to no common understanding, and I'm like, yo, fuck it, this up. It'll be some niggas behind me that's 19, 21, fuck, do it now, bang, they just get it started and get it cracked. Versus trying to move strategically, that shit just going to be a melee. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus to where you don't even and not knowing what's gonna come with it. See, a lot of people do stuff and don't know what come with it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You riding in a car with 20 bricks and don't know what come with that. So then when you get in the precinct, now it's all of a sudden niggas talking numbers that you can't even fathom. So now you're like, fuck it, man. I'll give me a Sprite and I'll tell it all. Goddamn. It wasn't me.
Somebody been watching First 48. Listen.
You know when they bring that Sprite can in that motherfucker. It's over. That motherfucking carbonated water just bring the truth out of niggas, don't it? That first go, like, and then when I told him, because when I told him,
Nigga sunk the whole hood for a Sprite.
a cold motherfucking lemon lime.
And then when the nigga gonna be sitting in the day room watching his boy give it all up. Like, no, for real, a Sprite, my nigga, and a cigarette.
That's it.
He hit that nigga with a Maverick cigarette, not even a Newport, nigga. He hit him with a
Right.
Maverick and a Sprite.
Marlboro.
He's, he hit him with the cowboy cigarette. That nigga told
Yeah.
everything. And by the time, if you got done with that story before you got done with that cigarette, you putting that cigarette out. Because now they ain't your friends no more. As soon as they got everything they need, all right, let's go talk.
Let niggas find a Virginia Slim, nigga. It's over. We're telling some shit from like from kindergarten. So.
Yeah.
Cigarettes.
Yo. And that's the other thing. This whole niggas they ain't snitching, nigga, everybody snitching. Everybody telling. Everybody telling. I'm a civilian. It ain't my business. But I see a lot of it. And I watch a lot of I used to watch a lot of First 48. And the amount of telling.
I think the people who signed up for this lifestyle or the lifestyle that they lead, they know what come with it and they take it how it come. I think there's a lot of people that like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, quote unquote, hang around and don't really know what's going on, don't know what they signed up for. Or what they, you know what I mean, don't even know that they signed up for some shit that they can't even handle. So when it gets, you know, when it gets to that boiling point, now it's like, what? Oh, no, 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 whoa, whoa.
Yeah, be too
Wait a
late.
minute, buddy.
Too late. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they get you in that motherfucker room. And it's always some shit you didn't think about. This is why I don't really do a lot of shit because motherfuckers be like, I tell people all the time, I'm like, oh, you about to do that? I'm like, but like, you thought about this, and this. But when they catch you, you're gonna realize it was one thing that you didn't think about. We're not gonna know what it is right now. But they're gonna have you in that box and you're like, oh man, they found out like this. Like you don't know it's a camera on that. You ain't know it's a camera on that building. Or you ain't know the technology they had to read the license plate shit. Or you ain't know they was gonna ping your motherfucking phone when you went past the fucking days in when you told them you was at home with your fucking girl. How your phone get over there? You know what I mean?
Unless you a fucking trained assassin by fucking Liam Nelson or some shit, you gonna get caught, dog.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Like you think you about to wake up from being on the Ave, all of a sudden just roll over out of bed and then commit a crime and not get caught. You barely could put your motherfucking sneakers on.
Listen, I got a friend. I mean, I ain't gonna say too much, but I got a friend. He ain't never been on camera, don't nobody know who this nigga is. And he got a child that is a daughter. She grown. And she got with this dude. And they work for like don't let me say what the company. They a company that transports a lot of money in vehicles. I'm just
Okay,
gonna say they one of them kind of companies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna pull up to the bank, they're gonna grab this stuff and they're gonna move it from where it need to go. Right. They was at they both worked there.
Okay.
She convinced this nigga to do the damn thing. He hit them niggas. Them niggas was there 3 weeks. He was working there 3 weeks. Hit them niggas. He wasn't gonna do it. He was like, nah, that's crazy, that's crazy. She kept on pressing this nigga. In 3 weeks, that nigga went and did, I want to say they got close to 7 figures.
Right.
I don't know what's going on with him now. And I don't know these people. Don't call me. I'm just saying, like, and then niggas, and then I talk to my nigga like, yo, what? And he's like, yeah. He like, they on the run. I'm like, your daughter convinced this nigga to now what? Like, what now they out here? Where they at? They on the run? Like, you're not even enjoying this. You did the thing. You can't even really live with that. Like, they didn't think about it. They didn't think about it. And when they catch up with you, knock on wood, I hope they don't. But the feds don't play. They don't play. It couldn't be me. I like money too. But one thing about the money shit, they don't let up off of that. You're not about to never book nobody for a big ass motherfucking number and just walk off into the sunset, nigga. They coming, nigga. And don't be black and do that shit, nigga. They coming, nigga. Oh, nigga, they might be, you're not about to live, nigga. You done. They coming to get you, nigga. You could go to a non-extradition country. All of a sudden, that country gonna start extraditing just because of your ass. I be man. Some people like to blame NWA for ruining rap. Cause I be hearing a lot of people talk about that. What's your thoughts on that?
How they ruin what? Because they brought in the quote unquote gangster rap shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of niggas like online talking about that's like apparently a popular opinion now. You know, if it wasn't for NWA doing what they did with the Straight Outta Compton album, that we wouldn't be where we at right now with all the gangster rap music and the bad influences in the hood type shit.
Nah, I mean, it's inevitable. The culture is a little different than the East Coast, but nonetheless, they ain't they ain't. I don't see them no different than Wu-Tang, to be honest. They just happen to live in LA.
Wu was a little bit different than NWA though, right? Like
I mean,
she
as far as
swallowed it.
the message,
Well, Wu don't have a song like she swallowed it, right?
he swallowed it. Nigga, have you heard dog shit?
Dog shit.
You
Maybe
must
I
ain't hear
haven't.
that.
Maybe I haven't. I heard Bobby Digital, Domestic Violence.
Yeah, on Wu Forever, it's a song called Dog Shit by Old Dirty Bastard with Method Man doing like ad libs and shit.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm not about to sit here and go through the lyrics and shit, but
Right. Right. I'm gonna catch back up to it because like I said, I've been smoking weed for a very long time, so the memory is not there. So
yeah,
oh,
they gang banging, they 5%ers. They talking about street shit, they talking about street shit. They talking about women, these niggas talking about women. Especially Ghostface. Ghostface, that nigga will fucking tell you suck my dick, get on your knees, all kind of shit. So I don't know. Like I understand like what they're trying to say, but you got to step back and really analyze it real quick. What's the difference other
yeah,
than where they grew up at
yeah, yeah.
and how they thought
What's on your R&B playlist?
today?
Yeah.
I fucks with Black. Um, funny is to me, Kendrick got hella R&B shit that I fucks with.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Like Kendrick do got a couple R like to me,
um,
like Love by Kendrick is like an R&B cut to me.
but I really be like stuck in the 2000s. I go back to like John B and shit like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jail, but
John B, 112, Jagged Edge.
yeah, all that type shit. But Black, I fucks with Black. I fucks with I don't know if he's R&B, but I guess Blast. You ever heard of Blast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucks with him. There's a couple of niggas I fuck with. I just don't know their names like that. But Black and Blast probably I fucks
Yeah.
with more.
I think
But,
Chris Brown getting it in still. That nigga, like, I gotta
oh
get.
yeah. I'm trying to big up I mean,
Oh, right.
Chris Brown like fucking. That's like Michael Jackson of this era.
Word up. Well, October London, Snoop Dogg done signed this nigga October London out there. He's incredible.
October Gay, October London, Marvin Gaye.
Right. So, what do you think he trying to be Marvin Gaye? Or you think he just kind of got that aesthetic?
At this point, it's kind of like what Action Bronson was going through early on.
Mm.
The only difference is he's leaning more into it because he did like I think his first album was like What If Marvin Gaye? It was something like
It
Marvin Gaye
had,
was live
yeah,
or
the rebirth of Marvin or some shit.
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but there's no denying that he can sing. He's dope. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And we
yeah,
can't front on that. He just, I guess the only knock would be like he sounds too much like Marvin Gaye. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
But
And it's been on the flip side, it's been a long time since we had a new Marvin Gaye record. I mean,
yeah, because he passed away.
his father smoked him, you
Yeah.
know, and so we ain't had a new Marvin Gaye record since then. And a lot of these motherfuckers that's probably getting hip to October London on this R&B side probably don't even know who the fuck Marvin really is. And then October might make them niggas go back and listen to Marvin because it's like, who is this Marvin that he referencing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. That's
Go
how
back.
that goes.
Yeah. Full circle type shit. Like, listen, Bruno Mars, the Silk Sonic thing, smoking out the window type shit. They did Love's Train. Incredible. Making niggas go back and listen to the original nigga. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Niggas like that. LMA. I fucks with LMA heavy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Victoria Monet I fuck with. You know what I mean? Where's my male R&B dudes at? I don't know, man. We need more dudes.
Jacquees.
Oh yeah. Now he said that he was the king of R&B at one point. So what you think about that?
He ran up on Keith Sweat, didn't he, or some shit?
I'm glad you brought it up because I was thinking the same exact shit where Keith Sweat had the schooling. Come on, man. And Keith Sweat can't even sing. But he just make really he got records that only Keith Sweat can make. You know what I mean? And Keith Sweat need to lay off the Hennessy too. Like, nigga, when you get on stage, calm the fuck down, nigga. Give me the damn show. You know what I mean? Well, I don't expect you to like blow like Luther. You can use backing vocals, nigga. You getting too goddamn drunk. You wilding out, nigga. Like, the fuck? You know what I mean? And I'm a Keith Sweat fan. So, who's your top 3 stand-up comedians?
Damn. Top 3 stand-up only? Stand-up?
Yeah, because I know you fuck with some stand-up.
I know Patrice, definitely one of them.
Patrice O'Neal, rest in peace. That nigga's so funny.
Damn, it's so many though. Damon Wayans is nice too.
Damon Wayans, man, you coming up with all the good ones, man. I just had a conversation the other day. Somebody was telling me that Damon Wayans wasn't really all that. I'm like, man, you had to see Damon when he was first coming up, though, man.
Yeah. They so used to what's going on now, they forgot. But I guess without mentioning the OGs, you know what I'm saying, like Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, that shit, because that's that go without saying. But I guess, damn, stand up, shit. I gotta put my man in. Damn, what's his name? The white dude. Old school, man. I'm bad with names. Yeah, George Carlin. There you go. Hands down.
Like George Carlin and Richard Pryor.
We talking about stand up.
Yeah. Like I can't put one above the other. I can't put Richard above George. George and Richard is tied at number 1 for me.
Even you gotta mention it's mad like honorable mentions like TK. You got my man, what's his name? Unbelievable. What's his name?
I don't know.
On some Italian shit with the leather on.
You talking about Andrew Dice Clay?
Yeah.
Dickory Dock, that type shit.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I mean, the list goes on, but if I had to pick 3, I'll pick Patrice, Damon, and George Carlin.
Yeah, those are great choices, man. And I had TK on the show before. I actually, in order for me to do the TK Kirkland interview, I had to drive 2.5 hours. It ended up being a total of like 4 or 5 hours in a blizzard to go pick this man. I had to pick him up at the airport. Yeah, because I said, "Can I do an interview with you?" He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You gotta come pick me up at the airport, though." I was like, "Bet," but he was like 2 hours away because he couldn't get to my city because of the weather. So he's like, if you come down here and pick me up, then we could do the interview." And yes, I went and drove in a blizzard, 2.5 hours that way, 2.5 hours back, just to interview TK Kirkland, and we did the interview. Shout out to TK Kirkland. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I'm a dedicated ass nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I try. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do a little. You want a song with? I hope I'm pronouncing this guy's name right. Sham Pena.
Yeah, it's my boy, my guy.
He is sick. Sick.
Man.
You got a joint called Brick Money.
Brother man, I need 100 bands. That's why I keep a gun in hand. You know how I go. I get it for the low. They throw me your money hand. I say I got the plug, but I need you to understand. It's been a minute since I've been to the motherland. I try to cut out the middleman. It's not even cut on my dividends. Here's why I feel like a kid again. We just got the runs and the skittles and threw the run of the litter in front of the mirror just for interrupting my dinner plans. Cause I'm with the ruckus. I turn you motherfuckers into smuckers if I'm in the jam. I'm a killer, the beat is a killer fan. I'm a killer like only a killer can. Cypress Hill, it be real, how I kill a man. Once I kill him, I dip like I'm Killer Cam. I'll make a fiend killer feel a dance. Have him spinning around like a ceiling fan. If Montana going for the kill again, long as I make a killing, I give a damn.
Yeah, Brick Money.
Brick Money, and you gave a whole lesson on there.
I'm not an advocate for trapping with the savages. But if you gon' do it, little homie, this is how you manage it. Never keep the work and money together, that's mismanagement. And have a plan to get out, so you not trapped in it. Now it's a gift and a curse if nobody knows. That's real. But here's a brick, little nigga. Now let me coach. Let's go. Never talk business over mode. Gotta get your name high, now the D's know you. Get you a burner phone or run some Wi-Fi and a Roku. Stay off 5G, them socials will expose you. In due time we gon' stunt. Let's just sack up, then we detonate.
Like you really broke down some shit. Like you could tell you know something about the streets on this record. But do you feel the responsibility to drop those kind of jewels to the up and comers, like whether they be in music or not, just like people you come across in real life?
Yeah, that's letting them know. Let them know what you signed up for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get you a Roku in a trap house, nigga, and lay low. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about starting right now. We're gonna have our time, and when we back on the scene, we're gonna tell the niggas, we doing real estate. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
We fucking do these.
Look, on Ice Guitar, you said lyrics over capitalism. That's important.
Yeah.
The quote from you. Lyrics over capitalism, that's important. You committed to that no matter what? Lyrics over capitalism?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I mean, it's not denouncing getting paid for something, but it's definitely like you got to put the art first. Without the art, we ain't even having this conversation. Why are we not here?
You're not talking to me, that's for sure. And I may not be nobody, but you're not gonna be talking to me right now if it's about some bullshit. You hear about the artistry of it, them bars, that pen game, that voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see he's in the back. Wow.
Who in the back?
I see.
Oh, okay. That's what they what we call ubiquitous. They always around. I had to type in. Sometimes if you don't come up on my timeline, I got to type in "bad lungs" in the search bar. I got to see what the fuck's going on. It's like I always see your kids there. I'm like, God damn, this nigga, he'll really shoot a video, and his kids look like they just got done doing homework, and he just said, "Look, fuck it, we ought to shoot the video."
Right. Directed by my wife. My wife directed that.
That's what's up, though.
Yeah.
Shout out to wifey. Listen, you think some of these rappers might have learned their lesson when they seeing all this death and something like that? What happened to Dirk? Are they starting to learn, do you think, or no? Because Dirk was just on Power. You know what I mean? You just seen him on Power, and next thing you know, I don't listen to the music, right? But I know who he is, and I seen him on Power. I'm like, yo, you know what? He didn't act that good on there. You know what I mean? Whatever. But he on the show. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, a month and a half later, he on some crazy charges. Are the young people? Because I know Jersey gets busy. Is there any recognition like, yo, we might have to pump the brakes out here a little bit with these young people, or do you think they just still ready to crash out?
I mean, you always gonna have somebody that's ready to crash out.
Yeah.
Look at the environment we in. Them crash out niggas breed. They fucking transform. Like you can't stop it. It's up to get in and get out as fast as you can, man. Because it's hard to tell somebody in the environment they're in what not to do and what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All I can tell you is do what you gotta do and get out of there fast. Meaning, like, stop. Like, you can't catch a lick forever. You either gonna do business or you just gonna be catching licks. And when you catch a lick, all it takes is one for them to fucking. The cops gotta just be right one time. You gotta constantly be fucking you know what I'm saying, shaking and moving. They just gotta be right one time. So
We don't talk enough about the hip hop police.
yeah, I mean, once you get to a certain status and you get money, and niggas want to know where this money come from, and they like, nigga, you ain't sell a record since when? And they're like, how you doing this? Of course, that's obvious. 1+1 = 2. You out here shining different cars, motherfucking chain about as big as the drum machine that I'm drumming on, and then you fucking ain't sell not one record yet. This
Listen,
nigga's icy right now to my I rap, and you probably ain't never heard of them, and they probably doing their thing, touring and shit like that. But you can say one song, so you don't think one police or one overzealous cop is going to try to like investigate and say, like, how this nigga's really getting money? Because if you know it ain't no money, everybody keeps saying ain't no money in this shit. So how these niggas getting money? They got to be doing something to, I mean, substitute their lifestyle. So That's how that go. And then y'all on the gram telling on yourselves at that. You don't make it hard, you make it easy.
Fetty Wap is from Jersey. He had problems.
Yeah, for sure. Free the bro, man. He
Yeah.
in the problem. he locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I don't think it was such a it was I don't know the situation like that, but obviously I got people that's close to that situation that I know because it's Patterson.
Mm-hmm.
But he got caught up. I'm pretty sure when he come home this go around, it's gonna be a whole nother, you know what I mean? He's still young and he's still one thing about that team he got, they keeping his name alive, so when he come home, he'll be good.
And then Praz, also from Jersey.
I don't know what Pride's doing.
Praz, do you think you can pull off international crimes, nigga? You're crazy.
International crime and then be like, yo, fucking Lauren Hill robbed me. Or the niggas Fuji's wild and
Yo, Praz. No disrespect to Jersey, but Praz, like, you wasn't even needed. I mean, you got brought along, my nigga. I'm just saying. I never turned on nothing like was the Fuji that was like, I can't wait to hear the Praz verse. I'm just saying. So you had it, you know what I mean? Niggas be in bad positions, you know what I mean? Then you get around people and they listen. Years ago, I was around some people. You know what I mean? I wasn't even on Praz level, but I was in some room with some people with some crazy foreign accents. And I thought it was all nice. You know what I mean? It was all everything. We was laughing, joking, drinking, smoking.
right.
I don't know. Somebody said something. One of them dudes with the accent said something, and the whole mood in the room changed. And I thought to myself, I might not be ready for this. I might not be ready to be in this room with these people. Because some of these motherfuckers really might disappear me. And then I never saw them niggas again. I got lucky. I didn't put my foot all the way in the swimming pool. Jay-Z got a luxury weed brand.
Yeah.
I just seen this shit called Monogram, and I read that he got joints for $50. Would you pay $50 for a joint?
Negative.
Yeah. Like, what type of weed is this that it would cost $50 for?
I guess the audience he's trying to go for is like people like him, but I don't think that's going to do well with the weed community. He'll learn
I
to
think this
fucking
company lost like $500 million last year.
yeah. Nobody's buying no $50 joints.
Nah, not at all.
Not just because you Jay-Z, like you know what I mean, like Jay has put his name on some shit and the shit went, but when it come to weed, you can't just put your name on some shit and think it's gonna go, especially if you're not known for smoke. Like now, with fucking burner or runts or some shit or fucking currency, what it say? Yo, I got the Jet Life $50 blunts or something or whatever, or Wiz Khalifa with a J. Maybe I don't even think they would pull it off, but they have a better shot versus Jay.
So when you writing a song as a lyricist, do you start with the beat? Do you need a beat to write to? Or can you do it in reverse order?
No, I mean it all depends. What I could do it in any way to do it. I can do it. If that makes sense. I can do it with the beat, without the beat. It's just that conceptually, it's better with the beat because then I know which way to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's cadence, style, delivery, whether I need a hook or whether it's going to be just a straight bar fest, that type shit. So probably 9 times out of 10, I start with. I have did songs before where I just wrote the rhyme And then once I heard a beat that I think, yo, this rhyme will go perfect with this beat, then I spit it.
Who you think is the worst rapper, but they got the most hype?
I think Nori. Nori was like as low as like just straight. You don't have to think to understand his rhymes. And it's not gonna be something spectacular. It's gonna be dope, it's gonna be energy, and the beat is gonna be crazy. But you gotta think, look at who he's around. I'm talking about Big Pun, fucking the Locks, Mobb Deep, like Cormega, nah. And you rapping like that, it had to be some time when nigga like, yo, this nigga over here barking.
Is there artists, spitters that you haven't worked with that you want to maybe get on the track with?
At this point, it's names that you say like, word, dang, that'd be crazy. Like,
It got to make sense though. Everybody that's hot ain't gonna make sense with you on the track, right? It got to make sense.
So you think me and Daniel son to make some shit fire? I
Yes.
think. The voice is there.
Yeah.
I think me and Pro Dillinger, and the homie from Detroit, what's his name? I'm bad with
Mickey
names.
Diamond.
Mickey Diamond. Pretty much anybody in the umbrella, they just got that cloth. They talk that cloth shit. Who else? Name some names, I'll tell you if we can make some dope shit.
Who else?
You got what the Sauce Heist. I think I could fucking make some shit with Sauce Heist. That's dope. Especially over some beat on shit. You know what I'm saying? Me and Rashid can make some shit dope. We from the same, you know what I mean? Same area. Not for us to link. Me and Moose can make some player shit. You know what I'm saying?
What about Rob Gates?
Yeah, you gotta mention the bros up top.
Yeah.
What's the name of that crew?
The Claw.
The Claw, yeah. The Claw, yeah. Me. I'm a chameleon, man. Like,
I know. That's what I was just about to say, bro. You're very versatile. You can get in with anybody.
Yeah.
My nigga Mav, a lot of niggas sleep on Mav. You know, me and him we got a show together that it might, by the time this come out, the show might be out again. But we record.
Yeah.
Mav is like criminally underrated.
Just be named, you guys put Riggs. Just might as well just say everybody. Riggs, you got Riggs, man.
That whole crew.
Yeah. I mean, you can even go with my Brooklyn brothers. I mean, Eddie Kane, Rim.
Man, shout to Eddie Kane. Shout to Rim. They both listen. Eddie Kane and
you can make some pretty shit too.
Who?
Me and Flea Lord.
Oh, word up. Yeah, I mean, Kane and Rim, they just always been real good to me. You know what I mean? And when I'm outside, I see them cats. And Rim is good for his word. I'm just gonna say that to anybody that ever want to wonder whether or not, I could tell you Rim is good for his word. You stand up guy. Yeah. I just ran out of fucking questions. You know what I mean? And I feel like I did too much already. Every time I do this, I'm like, I'm gonna make it short, but I fucked that up. But now I gotta go edit all this shit. But yo, man, thank you for coming on. It's an honor to have you because it's been a long ass time I've been wanting to get you on. Now I can finally say I did it. You know what I mean? Probably won't be the last time. And I could tell my son when I get off here, I'm gonna tell my son I just interviewed Bad Lungs. You know, so that's gonna make that nigga fucking pay attention to me because other than that, he not paying too much attention. I mean, my son grown. You text the nigga, you don't hear back from this nigga for a fucking week. You want to slap the shit out of this nigga, but I mean, he grown, so you can't do that type of shit.
That's your only son?
Yep.
I mean, that's your only, yeah. Wow.
That's the only one I ever had because I feel like I didn't know if I was gonna be able to afford this shit. You know what I mean, so
yeah, it was expensive now.
Yeah, I put the brakes on that shit when I had my son, but that nigga had the best Christmases ever because I was putting like $2,000 per Christmas on this nigga under the tree. know what I mean, 95% of them toys he never fucking played with, but it made me feel good. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be good because I interviewed Bad Lungz. We appreciate you being here. We're gonna be on the lookout for you because the reason why you're here is because listen, if it might have taken you longer to get here if niggas wasn't sleeping on you, but I'm so pissed. Every time I click on a Bad Lungz shit, you murder the fucking beats. And niggas is acting like you not right up there with their asses. So let this be serving notice to these niggas that we got our eyes on Bad Lungz and this nigga's legit.
It'll get there. It's gonna get there.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm walking. I'm walking and taking the stairs, man. It's all good.
Yeah, but just know that we see you, and over here we not sleeping on you. You know
Yo,
what I mean?
I drop these. I got some projects coming out that I want people to. I don't know when it's gonna drop, but I still want to shout it out. Me and Clipto Beats working on something fully produced by Clipto.
Yep.
That's about to drop. We're gonna fuck shit up with that. And then I got some shit fully produced by me called Family Curse 2. I got some eye features on there. So far locked in is Rick Hyde and Hard Luck. Hard Luck from Jersey, and you know Rick Hyde, that's BSF.
You ain't just say Rick Hyde.
Yeah, Rico Sama, Rick Hyde, Hard Luck. This is verses locked in. I'm still waiting on some other verses. Rim.
Yeah, Rim.
Shout out Rim.
If he would just stay in the house for a minute, this nigga don't ever be inside the house.
We do the show every week, every day. He doing the show.
He always outside.
Come on,
man.
champ. Ain't shit. No, let me talk to Rim, right? Yo, Rim. Come on, champ.
Yeah. Come on, Rim.
Let's
get this man his verse, Rim, respectfully.
But yeah, Rico Sama, Rick Hyde, All Luck, Reno RX.
Yes.
He's the Ratchet. Straight paper. So far, that's locked in on the Family Curse too.
Did you get the verse from Rick Hyde already?
Yeah, that's locked in. We got that. That shit ready to go. That shit out the oven, bagged up. We kind of like we don't want to hit the streets. It's kind of like remember that movie with Jamie Foxx when he was selling like light bulb shit and then niggas get powers and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit very useful. You know, we
I'm picturing it.
To the wrong hands.
Yeah. Rick's supposed to be in the chair too, but that's fine. He could wait. I'm on his time. But yeah, he's a real one too. He's a real one. I connected with him once or twice, and he was always good to me. So shout out to Ricky Hyde. I mean, I can't wait to hear these fucking projects.
Oh, man, I can't forget my partner in crime, Stars Coleman.
Stars Coleman.
Yes, sir.
Shout to Stars. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, once again, thank you. You know what I mean? We got our eyes, we got our ears open, and even though I'm not listening to everybody's shit because there's just too many niggas rapping right now. When you drop, I'm gonna be definitely fucking listening because I know what I'm gonna get when I hit play. So thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time.
Before we leave, my bad, Mike.
No, go ahead.
I gotta shout out my bro G4 Jag.
Shout.
Because and we didn't get into this, but I'm gonna just give it to you brief and then we could be out. He the one that kind of, you know what I mean, brought me to the cool table, so to speak. I didn't even know this shit was going on. When I was in Jersey, we locked in doing what we do. I didn't even know this shit was going on. He was like, yo, come on, we over here. Come on, water's nice over here, come over here. And then when I got motherfucking behind the curtain, I'm like, oh, this where all y'all niggas is at? Damn.
Yeah.
Why you ain't tell me? I ain't been telling me.
Yeah.
I didn't even know niggas was still rapping like this and doing beats like this. I thought niggas was I thought we was just fucking I thought we was lost where I was at. Me and Stars was just looking at me like, damn, I don't want to do these trap beats and this like, damn, where the fuck these niggas at? Met up with G4 Jag. He brought us in the fold, and rest is history, man. So I got to shout out. He's part of my story, man.
Shout to G4 Jag.
Yes, sir. Got to give the bro his credit.
Indeed. That's what's up, and we out. What's poppin'? Is your boy Mike Powers. The